Hi, this is John from Practicala, and today I'm going to review this Ball Engineer 3 Ohio Swiss watch. I don't normally do a lot of watch reviews anymore, but I wanted to do this one real quick because I actually really like this watch. First of all, I like the brand Ball. It's kind of a little lesser known Swiss brand, not really as recognizable a name as obviously Rolex or Omega, but it's a really nice storied Swiss brand with some history in the American railroad industry. So it's a very cool brand. So I kind of like that it's a little under the radar, but also very nice, very well made watch. So I've always liked the brand. Usually I'm not a big fan of their style though, because they're kind of like railroad engineer tool watches, and sometimes they have sort of funny designs, like the numerals kind of look a little strange or it looks a little overly technical. The reason I like this one particularly is that it has a really nice sort of classic dress look. So it's not quite as technical or I guess engineer looking. So I like that. It also ticks off a lot of the check boxes for things that for me make it like the best watch compared to my personal favorite, perfect watch, which is Seiko 5 Sports. The reason I like this so much is that very easy to read. I like my watch to be immediately legible. I don't want to sort of count hash marks even for hour markers, because I want to be able to look at my watch and tell in an instant what time it is. So this one's very close. It has the 12, 3, 6, and 9. Actually, it doesn't even have 3. So it still has the indices without numerals other than 12, 6, and 9, but it is, pretty easy to read overall. It has the individual minute hash marks. It has day and date, which I like. I wish it had the exhibition case back, but it still has this cool train design on the case back, which looks really nice. So I do like that. And I like that the dial is very clean and easy to make out, without thinking too much. Again, very much like this Seiko 5 Sports. You can look at this and you quickly know what time it is, what day of the week it is, what day of the month it is. So I like that about this. So that's why this is very close to ticking off all the check boxes that I have. So I like that. It also has a screw down crown for water resistance. It's 100 meters resistant. It's anti-magnetic, so it is resistant to magnetic interference. Has these really nice small details, like that seconds hand has that RR on the end of it for railroad. These hour markers and the hands have tritium lume, which kind of sets it apart because regular lume has to be charged by light, and these have tritium, which is like a small amount of radioactive material that glows all the time, doesn't need to be charged. The downside is that it doesn't glow quite as bright as a fully charged regular lume, but it doesn't have to be charged, so it'll glow all the time, which is nice. Very nice material. This is 904L stainless steel, which is a kind of higher grade of stainless steel. It looks really nice polish. You can see butterfly clasp right there with the Ball name there. Very fine attention to detail. There's the RR again here on the crown. The one thing about the steel is that it does make these markers harder to see. It's I'm kind of holding it in a way that it makes it reflective so you can see it easily, but when you're looking in the dark, or not in the dark but in lower light or indoors, you can kind of see that steel is kind of darker and blends in with the dial, which makes it a little harder to read. So that's one reason I wouldn't necessarily keep this myself, because again, I like to read things very quickly to see if the contrast here is very high. So I can just glance, 1 second, I can see what time it is. This one, I kind of have to make it out a little bit when there's low contrast. But it is, again, very close to being something that I really like. That's why I wanted to highlight that. Day, date, mostly very legible dial. The dial itself, this one's blue, is very attractive looking, kind of a sunburst dark blue color. So yeah, this is a really nice watch for the price range, I would say. Much nicer than, say, a Hamilton that's in the same price range, or a Tissot, which is in a similar price range. This is definitely much nicer than that. So if it, had hour mark numerals at every hour and or exhibition case back, I think this would be a keeper for me. And also like higher contrast numerals, I think this would be a keeper. So very, very close. I wanted to highlight that. But if this is your style, it looks very nice. So I would definitely recommend this watch if this, strikes your fancy. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.